our pace wasn't there. They executed well, they skated well, we didn't skate as well. So, we made too many mistakes that put us in a tough spot. Obviously, thought we fought hard in the third. Obviously, made a bit of a game of it, but when you don't have it at times, or when the game is just not coming maybe in a rhythm, or we feel we're a little step behind, we got to do a better job of keeping the puck out of our net and just staying with it and keeping the game tight, and then you can build your game from somewhere and make a push and obviously give yourself a better chance to win the game.
First game back from the West can sometimes be tricky. How challenging and physically is a game like tonight's?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely effects to it. So, but that's where we got to rely on. I think the experience of the group and just the way you got to play it, and understanding that at times you might have to weather the storm, and you got to slowly build your game. And even if you get down, just keeping the game within striking distance, and then eventually you build and you can make a push and give yourself a chance to win. Obviously, getting down 4 going to the third is a real tough spot to be in. So we have to execute better and find a way to get our pace and simplify when maybe we're a little more flat or a little sluggish, whatever the case may be. Just some nights the puck's just not connecting as well as you like to be. So obviously not a great night. Pushed hard in the third, so we got to regroup and big game on Wednesday.
As you say, is that one of those games that you flush, or because of all the things you just listed?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think you recognize the situation of how much hockey we're playing, and every night's going to be its own challenge, whether it's your opponent, whether it's yourself, and the circumstances that are there, and what you got to do to get the best out of yourself and as a group, so we can earn results. Because that stuff's not changing. It's obviously coming fast and furious until the break here. So learn from that, and the next game's coming quick, so we got to move on and get prepared, rest it up, and ready to go.
You did mention Wednesday. How important are those games? Those divisional games now, this time of year, with how close everything is. Yeah, every game's big, but obviously divisional games, in a sense, you can make up a little bit more ground in a way, but every game's big. So every opponent presents its own challenge, and for us, we know the focus that we have to keep making sure our game is where it needs to be, and how we keep improving, and the level we have to play at to earn results.
What made this one a tough one for you guys tonight?
I thought we just kind of felt like we were just flat from the start of the game. I thought we didn't really have our legs, couldn't really get our forecheck going, and they controlled the play. Obviously, those two guys back there control a lot of play and are deceptive and very shifty, and just didn't seem like we had the legs that we needed tonight.
In speaking with John, he kind of said, it's one thing to learn, it's one thing if you want to be better, but you do have to keep in mind how much hockey this group is playing. Everybody's doing it. It's certainly not an excuse, but how much do you come back from the West and kind of feel that?
Yeah, it's no excuse. Obviously, we've got a nice homestand here, so we got to pick ourselves up, learn from this one, and get ready for the next one. It's obviously an important one against a division opponent. We got to make the most of being here at home and getting our rest and doing all that stuff and taking care of ourselves and getting ready to continue to play, because the games are obviously piling up.
You alluded to the guys on the back end. How challenging is it dealing with Quinn Hughes when you're out there with him?
Yeah, he's obviously he plays a lot of minutes. He's elusive, and like I said, he just controls so much of the play. They make such good passes. They hang on to pucks, and it's hard. It's hard to get your forecheck established. In the neutral zone, you're trying to get structure. Those guys are skilled and talented enough where they can obviously break that structure and break that pressure. So you just try to do as good of a job as possible. But obviously, he's a big difference maker on the back end.
Knies was a game-time decision. Finds a way to get on a score sheet tonight. What stands out about how he's kind of gotten through things for you guys right now?
Yeah, he's battling. I think everybody's battling, obviously, at this point in the season with the amount of games that we're playing, the travel and all that stuff piling up. It's a grind. You just got to be mentally tough, and obviously he's going through physical things. Other guys are going through physical things, and it's just putting it all out there, doing whatever you can to help the team win. Obviously, these games and these points are very important.
A lot of milestones for you lately, and of course you wanted to win, but I don't know if you passed Boyd Solomon tonight in total points.
Yeah, it's tough to put that stuff into perspective just with the game kind of going on, but obviously I'm very honored, and he's a guy that did a lot for this organization, the city, the franchise, and has a very, very rich history here. So it's pretty cool.
Things kind of go wrong for the team tonight.
I try. I think I get very focused on my game, so I try not to. And I don't think I honestly process too much about what the team's doing, which can be a good and a bad thing. But I think end of the day that the result's not how I wanted it, of course, and the last couple of games, obviously not the result I want. But I'm gonna go to the drawing board, learn from it, and tomorrow's a new day, flush it, and get back to work.
How are you feeling in that right now? Is it one of those stretches where the puck just goes in because that's what happens in this game, or do you feel something that can be corrected in your game?
Yeah, I think there's always things that can be corrected. I think I'd be naive if I said my game is perfect and there's never anything to learn. Sometimes learning experiences are fun. Sometimes you win and you learn. Sometimes you lose and you learn. They're not so fun. So, there's plenty of things to learn from any game I play in. So I'll take a look at that and learn from it.
What's the key to, I guess, mental side of things when the puck goes in, staying positive, all of that? What kind of you lean on?
Yeah, I think I try to lean on my process and done a lot of work over my career at figuring out, what it is I need. And just trying to, for me, I think it's best when I can stay, neutral and not get too high, not get too low. Results when you lose and when you get pulled up and you feel terrible, but at the same time, results aren't all in my control. And again, I think I'd be silly to think that as well. So trying to stay as neutral as I can, and there's a lot of highs, a lot of lows within a season. So try to manage that by again staying kind of in the middle as best I can.
A couple of deflections by Foligno tonight. How difficult are those when you're anticipating one thing and then something else happens in the blink of an eye?
Yeah, it's a difficult play. They have good D, they have good forwards that can tip the puck, and I knew that going in, and they're still getting them by. So there's technical things I can look at, maybe getting a bit more depth and nerd out over that on my own, but I'll spare you from that. But yeah, obviously good players making good plays.
And you talk about the highs and lows of the season. How much does your experience now kind of help you with that? Just given pretty much season now at this level and everything you've gone through.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, experience is key when it comes to that, and I've had plenty of experience over my career, and some good ones, some bad ones. I can draw from that, draw from the past on what I've done, and again, it's trying to stay in the moment, trying to take each day as a new day, and I'm going to do that the best I can.
Knies was a game-time decision, finds a way to get on the score sheet tonight. What do you make of how he's kind of gutting things out for you guys right now?
Yeah, it's a crazy schedule right now, so I think the league is feeling, and I know, Knies, he's going to show up for our team as best he can, and a testament to, how awesome of a guy he is, and he's a beast, so, I'm pumped that he's out there with us.
Thank you, John. Where did things get away from you guys tonight?
I think just to start the game, I think we were, pretty flat to start. Gave them the lead, and we're just chasing it. I think our special teams was just not there to start the game too, and I think they're a good team on that side, and they take advantage of those little hiccups that we have at the start of the game.
Your game time decision, when did you know you'd be able to go?
I think through warm-ups, just getting warmed up and getting ready for the game, I felt I could go.
Greg was saying the injury hasn't really been getting better unless you have a break like the holidays. Just how challenging has it been for you to navigate this?
Yeah, it's one of those that the more you play, the more wear and tear on it. It's not going to really get better. The Christmas break obviously helped a lot, and it's a pretty tough schedule we have right now with this month. Playing every other day, so recovery is pretty important. And as for all these guys too, it's a key component in us doing well. Taking care of ourselves. So it's been honestly shitty, but I gotta do my best to prepare as well as I can.
Is it more of pain or discomfort?
Honestly, all the above, really. It's just getting it ready, getting it warmed up, and Yeah, I mean, obviously it doesn't hinder my ability to play. I'm here, I'm playing, I'm a part of the group, but yeah, it's just really haven't felt 100%, for quite a while now. But again, we have a big break coming up, so I'm just going to try to use it to recover my best of my ability, and try to be back and help this team.
Joseph has had a couple games where the puck's gone in. What have you learned about his ability to kind of navigate these parts of the schedule?
Yeah, I don't think it was his night tonight, but I think that's on the team as well. I think we didn't do a good job in front of him. I think a lot of the goals that went in were tip pucks, deflected pucks, rebounds, kind of things. That's a lot on the players in here too. Again, it's a tough schedule. We play every other night. We have 2 great goalies, so I think he's a big part of our group. I think he wasn't really on tonight, but I think our whole team wasn't there as well.
What's the biggest challenge against a guy like Knies when you're out there against him?
Yeah, it's a little bit. You got to take a little bit of a different approach to him, just how well he skates and how well he thinks the game. Obviously you can't give him opportunities like the power play, or they make you pay. So, he's an incredible player. It's hard to defend. I don't think we did a good job against him tonight, making it difficult.
Speaking of the schedule, I'm going to jump right into a tough one, divisional game Wednesday. How important are those non-divisional games?
I mean, every game's important right now. I mean, you look at, I feel like our side of the standings, it's never been closer. I've only been in the league for 3 years, but from what I look at it, it's tight. It's a tight race, and so all of them matter, especially this stretch at home. I think our record at home has been really good, so we're just going to try to keep it that way. Every point is important right now. So.
Craig, what was the biggest challenge for you guys tonight?
What do you mean challenge? Like
Opponent, was the schedule catching up? Like what?
We didn't
made it
play
tough?
well enough. That's it. Mistakes.
Defense drifted away a couple of times in coverage. I mean, they're not the sole reason, but that seemed to be happening a couple of times tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we made too many mistakes. Line change goal, two PK goals against. We just didn't. We just weren't detailed enough in certain areas. Cost us the hockey game. We're chasing it. Made a good push in the third, but too late.
You think fatigue played a factor in those mistakes?
Possibly, yeah. I'm not. There's tough travel schedule. Late nights on this trip. Got home late. Saturday night after Winnipeg. Yeah, that's true in saying that, but that's where you got to be smarter, and you got to manage it a little bit better. And I thought we could have tonight. I didn't mind our start. Like I thought we had some pretty good jump and stuff, but PK goal against, then another mistake, and just mistakes that cost us. And right here, mental. We talked before the game. It's a mental grind tonight, and you got to do things right, and you got to be patient and do things smart. And I thought we didn't do that well enough tonight, and it cost us the hockey game.
What have you seen from Joseph the last couple of games? Obviously, the puck going in.
I think it's just he's battling it a little bit, but traffic and stuff like that. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Matthew was talking about the injury that he's been dealing with, game time decision, and just kind of like even looking forward to the break because it gets better with the break.
Well, it'll help for sure with rest, right? And right now he doesn't have the luxury of rest. We've been trying to keep him off the ice, even on game day skates and things like that to help him. But in saying that, I thought he competed hard tonight and did some good things. Like he's fighting through it, which is good to see.
You think he'll be having to manage that where you might have to skip a game or two, like just to kind of...
That's a good question. I mean, it came close tonight. He was, game time decision. So we'll see going forward.